successful mission last week. I stayed through a figure at my place to celebrate.
I can't. I have to work in this stupid SP for Professor Young. I hate that class.
Yeah, this is party poopers.
I'll get it.
I have a new mission for you. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is on this flash drive. Start by finding the project executive. You have 24 hours.
You can count on us. Alright guys, I have our new mission.
Oh, okay. So our mission is to find information about this building as much as possible.
Who is Improbable?
He must be the project executive.
Okay, so we should first find out about him then.
It says here he leaves Granger Library every day at 3 o'clock with a folder full of all the project specs.
3 p.m. tomorrow, he's going to be in for a big surprise.
Hello?
This doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's in code.
Maybe I can do something with it. I need my laptop to figure it out.
Oh,
Wake up, bud.
What? Who are you? What is this?
It's not important. Tell me what you know.
What do you mean? I don't know anything. What are you
Tell me
talking
about
about?
the project. Where is it?
What project? What are you talking about?
You know, the warehouse.
I'll never tell you anything. No! Fine. We'll talk. It's in Woodridge, Illinois.
What do you call it?
It's the Edward Don and Company corporate headquarters.
Where's the budget? How much does it cost?
I don't know. I don't know any of this information.
Tell me, how much does it cost?
I don't know how much it costs.
Tell me about the building. What is it made of?
It's concrete, the whole thing. The walls are precast. The foundation's a slab on grade. There's a perimeter trench, but that's about it. There's some shallow column pads. Besides that, I don't really know much.
What about the excavation? Who's in charge of that, huh?
We subcontracted the whole thing. It all went out to GA Blocker.
Who works for you?
Alright, there's one other. Just an intern. But you leave him alone.
Your intern, huh? We're gonna do him what he did to you.
You son of a... No!
Bingo!
What do you have?
I have the stuff, everything. I pulled it off from the database. Finally got everything. The site is 20 acres. It comprises of 16 acres of trees, 4 acres of farmland, and the grade varies by 10 to 15 feet across the site.
It also says here that they had no consideration for sustainability when they were designing this project. No wonder why we're after these guys.
Put it in the projector. It's a good aerial shot.
24 soil bearings were drilled for this project. These bearings showed mostly clay-type soils. GA Blocker performed all excavation. They utilized scrapers, pans, a grader, and multiple backhoes. During excavation, water was removed with a 2-inch sump pump. All existing topsoil was removed. It was then replaced by structural fill and compacted to 95% modified standard Proctor density. The fill was then covered by slab on grade. A concrete perimeter trench and column pads were dug and placed on subgrade with bearing capacity of 3 kips per square foot.
The project used precast concrete panel load bearing. The exterior concrete took 3 weeks from Monday, November 14th to Friday, February 2nd, 2011. The structural shell portion of the warehouse includes cast-in-place concrete footings and cast-in-place concrete walls. The formwork for the cast-in-place concrete followed some general specifications as defined by the American Concrete Institute. Some of them are ACI 318 building code requirements for structural concrete, ACI 301 Guide for Concrete Floor and Slab Construction, ACI 315 Manual of Standard Practice for Detailing Reinforced Concrete Structures, ACI 305 for Requirements for placing concrete in hot weather, and ACI 306 Requirements for placing concrete in cold weather. Only the concrete and reinforcing materials of the following types and grades were used: footings 3000 pound per square inch, slab on grade 4000 pound per square inch, slabs on metal deck 3500 pound per square inch. All other concrete were 3000 pound per square inch, and all of them were 150 pound per cubic unit weight.
The raw material came from various mills and were fabricated in Barrington, Illinois. The joist and deck materials were fabricated by New Millennium in Northwest Indiana. Short haul distances cut down on costs. The structural engineers, detailers, fabricators, and erectors all collaborated with each other to work on this project, especially in the two-story office area, where several very unique design considerations, such as load-bearing precast walls and interior towers supporting steel, were utilized in this project. Many important structural components of this project utilize steel in construction. The load-bearing wide-flange beams and columns use ASTM A992 grade 50 steel components. The open web joists used to support the galvanized steel metal roof decking were built of either SGI K series or GH series. There were several tubular shapes used in this project. They were built from ASTM A500 grade B steel. Base plates and all other steel members were built from ASTM A36 steel.
The primary structure of the building is made up of concrete walls with a ballasted EPDM roof. The main entrance of the building has a storefront window assembly. All exterior doors, with the exception of the storefront doors at the main entrance, are hollow metal or maple veneer with a solid core. The only wood used in the production of the building were the cabinets in the break room.
Boss, you got all information. What do we do next?
You need to get in that building and destroy it.
But how?
You're the best of the best. Figure it out.
So let's go have some fun with the boss. Since we have to go blow up that building.
Well, how are we going to get in?
I don't know. He said we were the best of the best, but what's that supposed to mean?
So I hear you need information.
Who are you?
I was a construction worker on the job site until I tripped on a stray cord and broke my arm.
Well, what are you doing here?
I'm out of work until my arm heals. Clearly my boss didn't care about safety. I can give you the information you need.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. I just want to get back at my boss. There's only one main entrance to the building. You'll have to sneak in through here to gain access. But watch out for the contractor's trailer that's located southwest of the main entrance.
What happens if the main entrance is compromised?
Sneak in through the underground drainage system that drains to the detention pond east of the building. Keep an eye out because there's a residential area located right across the street from the building.
How's the security around the perimeter?
There's a vinyl fence that encompasses the entire perimeter of the building. You also have to watch out because there's only one point of access, which requires a sign-in from a superintendent. The best time to sneak in is during weekly progress meetings held by the project executive. The gates will open at 3 p.m. and all members involved in the project will convene in room 5B from 3:30 to 5 p.m. That is all the time you have. Once you're inside, here's some things you need to know. Low VOC materials were used whenever possible. They have just finished placing pipes for electricity, mechanical equipment, and plumbing. Primary fireproofing has also been finished, which means sprinklers have been placed throughout the building. In the next few weeks, drywall will be placed and walls will be painted. Flooring will be installed after painting is finished. Good luck.
Wait, I think I got it. Alhamora!
waiting for you.
Who are you?
I'm Tom Burris. I'm the actual project executive.
Wait, who do we actually capture?
You captured my intern, you fools.
Where's the girl?
You won't have to worry about that. You're never going to see her again. I won't let all your efforts be in vain. I'll at least give you what you want to know before I kill you.
What was the budget? How big was the warehouse?
The estimated budget was about $15,450,119. The most expensive components of the project were the structural steel, which cost $2,030,458, the electrical and fire alarm, which cost $1,445,405, and the concrete, which cost $1,272,080. Potential change orders totaled to $967,470 and were projected to finish at 3% under budget. The warehouse is 306,000 square feet, and the office building is 56,000 square feet. The warehouse was turned over to Edward Don and Company on April 1st, just as the schedule predicted, and the office is projected to be finished on June 1st instead of July 1st as the original schedule.
At least tell me how construction went.
The grading was completed by working 6 days a week, minimum 10 hours a day, and the steel erectors worked 6-day weeks also, in order to complete the enclosure by early winter. We needed the warehouse enclosure to be completed by the onset of winter in order to control the temperature so we could start pouring the concrete. All of the work was subcontracted out, and there was no self-performed work. We had weekly meetings with the subcontractors and the superintendents on site in order to ensure that the schedule was on target for completion. The only real delay in the schedule came when the owner wanted to hang the conveyors from the steel. This delayed the steel construction for about 2 weeks because we had to redraw the joists in order to accommodate for the owner's change in scope.
How was the building such a success?
Main successes can be attributed to hiring proper subcontractors and pre-planning all of the work. Smooth progress on the job site was a result of looking ahead and staying several steps ahead of actual progress. Now that you've got what you want, it's time for me to get what I want. Prepare to die.
I don't think so. Let's go.